So in this problem, we're told that we have a standard xy coordinate plane, shown here, with points A, B, and C in it. And in this paragraph up here, we're told some of those point values, but you can see it in the graph too. So here's A, B, and C right there. And we're told that these form the three vertices of a rectangle, but there's a fourth one that's not shown, the vertex D. I want to know, where is it? So I think most of us can probably see that if you were to draw lines in here, okay, that kind of looks like a right angle. Well, imagine where the rectangle would look like. It would look somewhere over here. That's kind of what we're getting at. But we want to know the exact coordinate of this point over here, D. And the way we're going to figure this out is by using a property of rectangles, which is that they have equal sides, equal opposite sides, I should say. So here's one side, AB, and here's another side, CB. And what I need to do is I need to figure out what it would take to make an equal length side. So what I'm going to do, this is a little cheat I can do because I'm using a program, but I'm going to imagine taking this line and just moving it over here. Okay, move it a little more right there. Okay, so what I've shown you is taking an equal distance and slope and moving it over here. And imagine doing the same thing to, let me touch this thing. There we go. Imagine taking the same thing to this line and putting it over here. That points the exact location of our D coordinate, whatever that D coordinate is. And the way I'm going to calculate this, because I want a number on it, I mean, you can try drawing it on a graph. That would work okay, but you really want to be careful that you get the exact number right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, take a look at B, and that has a coordinate pair like this. If I look at the graph, x equals 3 and y equals -4. Okay? And C, take a look at that one. That has an x coordinate of -9 and y equals -14. Okay? So this change right here is going to be exactly the same as this change up here, because the opposite sides of a rectangle have to be equal. So what's happening as I go from B to C? Well, my x-coordinate is dropping. You go from 3 to -9. That's a change in x of -12. X is going down by 12 units. So that change in x has to be the same when you're going from A to D. So what's the coordinate of A? That's going to be -2, comma 2. So what's -12 down from -2? That's going to be -14 over here. And you don't even need to worry about the y-coordinate, because that's enough to narrow down this list right here. There's my answer. But if you want, you can do that as well. Let's talk about the y-coordinate. Okay, get rid of this guy for a moment. What's the change in y? Well, you're going from b equals y, a y value of -4 down to -14 over here. So that's a change in y of -10. So now we go from this value to, we're going to change it by -10. So you go down by 10, that means 2 goes to -8. Okay, so D must have a y-coordinate of -8. And that's correct. We see that in our answer right here.